Hey guys, this is Eric with Mediavine and welcome to our Go for Teal video series. This week I want to talk to you about Ads.txt. What is Ads.txt, how we use it here at Mediavine, why it's so important, and how you can use it as a Mediavine publisher. So first, what is Ads.txt? If you follow our blog or have received our numerous emails or notice our Ads.txt health check in the dashboard, you probably by now know Ads.txt is a thing. Hopefully you know it's an important thing, but today we want to go into a little more detail. So first, Ads.txt is a plain text file you're going to put at the root of your domain. What exactly does that mean? So if you're familiar with robots.txt, which is the file used to tell search engines what they can and cannot read on your site, this is the same thing, but this is for ad buyers. So similar to how you have to put up a robots.txt file that has a bunch of gobbledygook for robots to read, this is going to be for the same thing. Spiders to come and read things on your page to know who is authorized to buy ads on your site. So what's actually in your ads.txt file is going to be a list of the ad exchanges we work with and our seat at Mediavine on them. So that you're telling the advertiser, if you want to buy on my site, you need to buy through one of these authorized seats. Anywhere else you're buying it is not legitimate traffic. So you may be thinking, okay, that sounds wonderful, but who the heck is impersonating my site? Surprisingly, probably more people than you think. So what was really interesting is one publisher found that people are listing their video inventory for sale on the exchanges. The problem? They had no video inventory. So how the heck did that happen? What ends up happening is that you probably have seen these on the web. They're called in-banner video. We block all of them at Mediavine, but basically they're videos that will play inside of a regular 300 by 250 banner ad. So what was happening is that someone would go and buy your display ad and then resell it on the exchange as if it was their own video inventory. So they'd buy display ads for cheap, then convert them to expensive video inventory and sell it unauthorized. So that's one of the great things that Ads.txt is able to catch. Resellers that are reselling your inventory without authorization. The other thing is on exchanges, if you're a bigger name site, someone might impersonate you and they might be running under your name on the exchanges with their own website. How are they able to do that? Well, before there was Ads.txt, if I were to run my site www.spam.com and have all the bot traffic coming to my site, I could list each impression that I'm selling on the real-time exchanges as if I were www.newyorktimes.com, and none of the buyers would know. But now, thanks to Ads.txt, they would look up and see my ID is not the real ID for New York Times, so I would be impersonating them in this point, and so they would not purchase the inventory from me. They would just go directly to New York Times. Before that, again, nobody knew, and therefore the money was flowing into someone else's seat on the exchange, and not to the one that was actually owned by the New York Times. So really, it's kind of fighting off a lot of different fraud, Ads.txt. So we've been a big proponent of this and supporter of it since the beginning. So you probably have heard about us talking since last year. We now have 95% of the sites at Mediavine, or 95% of the impressions that are being sold on Mediavine are authorized by Ads.txt. So what we're really looking to do is hopefully get our last 5% of publishers to install. So one of the difficulties has been if you run on a hosted platform, such as SquareSpace, where you don't have access to your root. You can't upload a file. So here at Mediavine, we actually have a creative solution for that. We take advantage of the fact that Ads.txt is looking for that Ads.txt file at the root of your domain, so without the www. So if you're hosting your site at www.thehollywoodgossip.com, if you remove the www, that's where they go to look for the Ads.txt, so just thehollywoodgossip.com/ads.txt. So the creative solution we came up with is we host your root domain for you, and then if they request the Ads.txt file, we're going to serve it. And if they're requesting anything else on your page, we're going to redirect them to your site. So please reach out to publishers at Mediavine.com if you're interested in our hosted Ads.txt solution. But the preferred method is still, if you run WordPress, please install the Mediavine control panel, which will take care of Ads.txt automatically for you. If you're on Blogger, they now have a way to actually copy and paste your Ads.txt file to be hosted by them. We offer that in our dashboard under settings. You can get a copy of your Ads.txt file to be able to upload it. And then alternatively, again, if worst case scenario, you need us to host it, we can do that for you. So please email publishers@mediavine.com. We'll take care of that. And it's more important than ever because at the end of Q4, when this was first announced, there was only a handful of buyers that were even looking at it. Now that it's Q1, there's many major DSPs or the actual software that the advertisers are using to buy ad impressions. A lot of them are no longer buying on unauthorized sites. So that means your actual revenue can be much higher if you have this. So please make sure you install Ads.txt and reach out if you have any questions. Thank you for watching our latest in the Go for Teal video series. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and please ask any questions in the comments that you may have. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.